Yo, what is up, guys? James Carter TV here to recap Game 6 of the 2015 NBA Finals, a game that proved to be the final game of the 2015 NBA Finals as the Golden State Warriors came up victorious in the 2015 NBA Finals. Third time saying that already this video. Look, I mean, there's no reason why anyone should be shocked, why anyone should be surprised. I told you. I sat here and I told you after Game 3. When Cleveland was up 2-1, I told you. Before the series, I told you. Before the playoffs, I told you that the Golden State Warriors were going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in 6 games. I told you 3 times. I told you. Before the playoffs, before the series, and after Game 3. And after Game 3, when they were down 2-1, I was like, yeah, nah, big deal. Warriors about to win the next 3 games, because it was so reminiscent to me of the Mavs Heat series from back in 2012. Yes, the Heat were up 2-1, and yes, the Heat could have won that 3rd game and been up 3-0. But I knew that eventually the Mavs were going to catch fire. They were going to become the offensive team that they were. LeBron James was not going to be able to stop it, and the Mavs were going to win that series. And I knew with this series, at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors were such a supremely more talented team than the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it wasn't even close. And you might sneak a game or 2 against a really talented team, but when you just have a differential in talent like this one that was present in this series, eventually your luck will run out. And it ran out after Game 3, and then that was it. That was the end of it. That was all she wrote after Game 3. And we're going to credit Steve Kerr for switching the lineup and all of that, but I think Draymond Green and Stephen Curry hitting their threes, hitting their shots, I think that was the main key. We'll talk about under Iguodala. He won the Finals MVP. Good for him. Worst Finals MVP of all time. Because to me, actually I don't know about of all time, because there's, I don't know who won in the 60s. But I mean, this is up there. Andre Iguodala played well. He was the 2nd best team on the Warriors, but come on. Stephen Curry was the MVP. Stephen Curry was the most valuable player when he scores 25, 27, 23, 29, like 37. Like, this is the MVP. This is the MVP. Yes, Andre Iguodala played well, but he also was a liability at the free throw line when he was 2 for 11 from the free throw line. A complete liability there. He played well. He was the 2nd best player on the Warriors throughout the series. Was he the MVP? No, not even close. Not for me. And yet he didn't even receive a single vote. Good for them. I guess Andre Iguodala is happy. Now he has a rationale as to why he's getting paid his ridiculous contract, so good for him. LeBron James now 2-4 in the NBA Finals, 2 of which I'm not going to blame him, and that's the 2 NBA Finals of which he was a part of in Cleveland against the Spurs in 2007, against the Warriors in 2015, because I expected him to lose and he lost. But the 4 in between, I'm blaming him. I blame him for the Heat losing to the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. And I blame him for losing to the Spurs last year. And they got blown out. They weren't even close. I blame him. Why? Because the Heat were favored to win those series, and they won none of the series. 2-4 in the NBA Finals. That's bad. And we're going to talk about this and that. That's bad. And today he was 13 of 33. That's bad. That's 39% from field goal range. He had 18 rebounds. That's great. 9 assists. That's wonderful. Wasn't efficient out there. Was very passive. Was exhausted. He needs help, and he'll get it next year as long as they're healthy. But it was his fault. He decided, hey, I'm going to go to Cleveland, and I'm going to team up with an injury-prone Kyrie Irving, and I'm going to team up with an injury-prone Anderson Varejao. And Kevin Love, you wanted him. Well, you got him, because to me, if the Cleveland Cavaliers would have kept Andrew Wiggins, they're the NBA champions today, or maybe not today, but at least by Friday, because Andrew Wiggins would have given this Cavs team something important, and that is another wing defender, a good one at that, that can provide something in transition, provide some rebounding, and then go with an ultra big lineup against the Golden State small lineup. I mean, you tried out there Dellavedova, Wiggins, LeBron, Tristan Thompson, Timmy Mozgov. You're getting all the rebounds. rebounds. And then you're going to be able to have some transition dunks and transition plays with that. You know, so they should not have traded Andrew Wiggins. And as we sit here today, that's a big part of it right now today. It is. So, wow. I didn't blame them for doing it then, but now we look back, hey, you shouldn't have traded him. I wouldn't have traded him. I understood why they traded him. They shouldn't have. And this is the end result. Now, next year, you have to hope that Kyrie Irving is healthy. You have to hope Kevin Love returns. And you have some rebuilding to do because you have some free agents to do. But with all that said, I'm picking them next year. And my way too early prediction is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Why? Because they have the best player in the world. And any other team I don't feel comfortable with, except for Golden State. But for now, yes, Cleveland is my pick to win in 2016. You know? Because if Kyrie Irving and LeBron and Kevin Love are out there, if he's still on the team, they're the best team in the NBA. Most talented team in the NBA, at least. And you know, I feel comfortable with that. But my prediction, I'm sure, will change before the season. So keep all of that in mind. I mean, look. I mean, again, I don't know why people thought this series was in question. Matthew Dellavedova is still Matthew Dellavedova. Tristan Thompson is still Tristan Thompson. Timothy Mozgov is still Timothy Mozgov. They're not good enough. They were never good enough. You just convinced yourself they were good enough, but they were never good enough. They never had a chance. They never, ever had a chance. Golden State had the courtesy of having players not play well and still win the series. David Lee did nothing today. Klay Thompson did nothing today. Leandro Barbosa does some of the most boneheaded plays you'll ever see. Sean Livingston, yeah, he's a good surge off the bench, but he's not someone you game plan afterwards. But when you're hitting him with all these players, or you're hitting him with Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, Andrew Bogut, David Lee, Leandro Barbosa, Sean Livingston, you're hitting them. Draymond Green, how did I forget about him? Hitting them. 9 players I just named that were key essential cogs to this victory. That's too much talent against LeBron James, who's great. Matthew Dellavedova, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, this loser, that loser. They're just supremely, not even close. It's supreme. It's undeniable. The Warriors were the better team from the get-go, and it wasn't even close, which is why eventually the talent was going to win out, and the talent won out in this series. Now, we're going to get into the draft, love. I already made my mock draft yesterday, and hopefully tomorrow I come here and I make my prospect ranking. So hopefully that is what's up. But and then free agency in the summer in July as well. So hope you're prepared for all of that. But until then, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.